Killer Instinct 2 has probably one of the best arcade attract mode intros I think I've ever seen in an arcade game. And I love KI1 more, but this is impressive. Pretty insane. They really upped the presentation in some spots on this game. It did not hook me like Killer Instinct 1. KI1 had me from the very beginning. This kind of had me like, this looks different. It looks kind of cartoony compared to the shiny CGI looking characters and graphics of KI1. I will say I think the music is technically better in this game. It sounds fuller. It sounds like there's a lot more production to it. But I still prefer KI1 music just because of the actual music itself is better in my opinion. But this is a solid attract mode. The updated theme song sounds cool. The character select music sounds pretty awesome. We get to see fights, all that stuff. Now the point of this video though is to see how did it compare when it finally made it to the home version. And this one's going to be interesting, I think, because we were promised to get KI1 on the Nintendo 64 and it never happened. We got it for the Super Nintendo. So when I heard this was coming for real to the Nintendo 64, I was excited to see how they were going to do it. Were we going to get full motion video? I pretty much knew that was going to be a no. But what would we get in its place? This game is loaded with full motion video. Every character bio, ending, everybody has like full motion video that just runs throughout the game. I'm going to play my way through this. I'm not nearly as good at this as I am at KI1. Let's look at this character select screen, by the way. We lost the spinning 3D models, which is okay, I guess. These big sprites look really cool. The heads actually look up at you as you scroll through, which is pretty interesting also. But another thing we lost is the versus screen, the CGI versus videos, which I thought was so cool. Instead, we just get this. And I don't know why that is. That must have just been a decision they made when they were making the game, because I don't think it's not like they were having to back off hardware-wise. We also get, interactive backgrounds, I guess would be the wording in this case. You can blow through walls. Almost every stage has a stage fatality associated with it. So there are a few things that change that for the better, I think. But overall, KI2 just didn't do it for me. We don't get the combo call-outs anymore from the announcer. They had to cut those. And my assumption for the reason of cutting those is just there's more sounds going on in the background, more character sounds, and they couldn't lose one of the many, I guess, voices that the hardware can produce at once, so they just cut the announcer sounds out, which I don't like. I love the announcer. I thought he was one of the best things about KI1, and they severely cut him down. Wow, I'm getting beat up already, too. The KI2 hardware is the exact same hardware as KI1, by the way, so I guess some limitations were going to happen if they wanted to expand on things. Man, I'm missing an ender. I can't remember which one. Wow. Let's see if we can get him to go in this hole here. Oh my god. So, if you watch me play KI2, you're going to see a lot of frustration out of me because I just can't stand how I'm inputting the moves, and this game is either very picky on the timing or it just doesn't work properly all the time. I can't figure it out. I'm running the latest version, the final release of this. This is genuine arcade hardware. I even have the original hard drive still in this machine, and it just acts wonky when it wants to. That was one big problem I always had with KI2. But I'm not trying to hate on KI2 this whole video. One other interesting thing is the blood is actually the exact same as KI1. I think there may be maybe one or two other blood effects thrown in, but as far as how they land on the ground, I keep doing that, it's pretty much the exact same. And I do want to note that because the KI Gold blood is actually different. It's completely different than the arcade. And I know that's getting nitpicky and weird, but I'm here to point out differences I noticed, and that's one of them. They added the weird fire effects the more enders you pull off. Smack, smack, boom. You can no longer get like a finish him moment either. If you don't do an ultra combo or an ultimate combo, the game they're dead. Let me try to get this ultra going here since I completely failed last time. There it is. On top of that, you can do their special super move throughout the combo, the Ultra combo, and you'll occasionally get it to show up. I can't figure out the rhyme or reason to why it works, and sometimes it doesn't work, but there we go. Thankfully, he still says Ultra combo. Another big bonus is these much longer, I don't know about much longer, but probably about 1 1/4 to 1.5 times as long FMVs for their Ultra Victory or Awesome Victory cinematics, which is great. But boy, do I miss the versus screen, the proper videos running. I thought that was, I don't know how they missed the mark on that, because that was such a cool thing. And they could have just reused video that was already in the game. It's not like they ran out of hard drive space. We also have the Super Meter Bar, which I'm not that excited about. It felt very Street Fighter influenced, and if you guys know me, I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan. Not that I think they're bad games, they just don't speak to me. I don't get excited about them. Mini Ultras. They're not really called Mini Ultras, I don't think, but you do most characters, it's the reverse move of their Ultra combo, and you will get a Mini Ultra at the end of the first round. Wow. I find this game to be harder than the original KI as well. I don't know if Midway got on them like, hey, we need to make more money here, make this thing more difficult, or if it was just a decision they made, but I'm trying to get on the other side of her. Oh boy, she's not going to allow it. There we go. Oh! Trying to knock her off the edge here, but let's see. There she goes. I just realized I need to look up, I can never remember the fatalities for all the characters. Oh yeah, his are very easy, that's right. Just holding fierce kick or quick punch. Combo is back. Something happened to his eye between now and, or KI1 and this one. His music is pretty great. I actually like this theme better than his first one. Now there's one big difference on this that we may or may not be able to show when I do my KI Gold playthrough at the end of this video. There is a train track that runs along the edge of his stage here. And you actually cannot knock, this is the one stage for sure that you cannot knock him into a stage fatality. But on KI Gold, they updated it to where you can knock the character into the train tracks or they get killed. So I don't know what happened with the arcade version of that, but it just didn't happen. Ah, I gotta get those enders. Let's see, we'll try to do a fatality here. So that's a difference from KI1 right there. Killer Instinct 1 had the file to where it would have said Ultimate Combo. That's the file that is stored on the hard drive in the game. But there is an audio issue where I think other sounds come in and just cut off the combo part, so it usually just says Ultimate. But the file was original to that, so I guess there was just a programming glitch or oversight that stopped it from actually saying that. I really love this stage. I think it looks really cool how the bridge sparkles in the light. I don't think it's actually reacting to any light. I think they didn't have that technology back then, but they cleverly came up with a way to make it show up at least. Man, he's blocking. As they block, though, I get more meter built up, which is nice. It's kind of a punishment to the turtles. Playing turtles, at least. What? He broke that? I was like, that was a weird pause in it, too. But look how active these backgrounds are, too. We've got the sky moving. We've got waterfalls going. It's pretty cool to see what they did with this game. There was definitely some improvements, but I think the gameplay took a weird turn that I could not fall in love with. I can't think of what ender I keep forgetting. Wow, he's really struggling. All right. So much like Street Fighter, there are also super moves that I was trying to pull off there, like that one, but it didn't work. Super moves you could do mid-round using your meter. Definitely take note of these stage fatalities. You will see a difference on KI Gold, of course. They did not have full motion video versions, so they had to get creative with how to make it happen. Personally, I don't think it was as good, but you know, this is advanced hardware. Still pretty far advanced than the Nintendo 64 from what I can tell. Look what they did to my boy. I can't believe they did Glacius like this. He looks so weird in this game. Like he lost fingers. It's just odd looking. I don't think he's supposed to be the same Glacius from the first one, though. I think the story is he's one of the mini Glacii. The race of Glace. Oh boy. I'm trying to break it. Combo breakers were also simplified in this KI, which doesn't make them any easier in my opinion, really. I should not have gone that crazy. I got a breaker. The way you combo break in KI2 is just to, if they're doing a punch or a kick move, you break by doing the opposite. So, where the hell is this other ender I'm thinking of? Why can't I pull this out? Probably because I'm nervous and talking. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Oh my god. That's not what I was going for. I'm trying to do this Ultra again and get a better Ultra. Anyway. So if they are doing a punch move, you break it with a kick move. You can use any of the kick buttons. You just have to know the stick input. Whereas KI1 was, if they're doing whatever combo they're doing, you have to break it by using the same punch or kick button they're using, but one step to the left, if that makes sense. So in KI1, if they're doing a combo on you and they're using medium punch, at that point you have to hit quick punch to break it. Honestly, I didn't even know that until later in life. I figured out the combo system way too late on a game I love so much. Wow. This game, like I think I said earlier, it is harder for sure. The difficulty seems to ramp more as you get up the character tree there. They break just about every combo at a certain point, which is frustrating because this game is about combos and getting broken all the time kind of sucks. My fault. Maybe we'll try his other fatality real quick, too. Which is kind of glitchy, I've noticed. Sometimes it lands and sometimes it just doesn't land, and you're just like, well, that's all you get. That was your one shot. Let's see. There they are, it landed, okay. Bats come out. Take Spinal to the skies to be devoured, which he actually bleeds on that fatality. Oh, and I mentioned Jago's stage being one of my favorites. That's such a cool stage, too, the ship where all the skeletons are rowing back there. They definitely stepped up the backgrounds, for sure. But again, they look kind of cartoony, and I don't know, it doesn't really get me excited. We also lost Chief Thunder and Riptor and Cinder on this version, but we got Kim Woo, Tusk, and who's the new one? There's another new one, hold on. Kim Woo, Tusk, or is that it? Now I'm forgetting. Maybe that is the last. I think we only got 2 new characters. No, Maya. Whoops, Maya. Sorry. I actually like Maya, too. I was gonna say, wait, I know it's the same amount of characters, so. try to send her off the edge. Spinal Stage did have a character, or a stage fatality as well. You knock him off the edge of the ship. Man, what am I... This is what I'm doing wrong, I think. There it is, that's the 5th ender, okay. Now I can do a longer Ultra as long as the game cooperates, which I'm not gonna go fancy. Let's just try to get an Ultra done here. That is another thing. Once you get, the more enders you get through the match, each character has 5 enders, so the more enders you do, you will actually get a longer Ultra combo, which is an interesting idea, but I don't know. Personally, I just would rather have left that alone, but that's just me. If you're a big KI2 fan, you probably like all that stuff too. It also breaks everything down. 105 hits, that's pretty crazy. My max combo is a 41. Oh, here he is. Medieval Chief Thunder. Okay. I keep saying this, but I think this might be my favorite stage. This background is insane. The sky looks so cool. And the fire coming out. And you get to knock pieces of Stonehenge down. And fire flies off of those pieces. It's pretty fun. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. There we go. When these pieces land, they turn into little fireballs. Pretty cool. I'm just going to break it all. For some reason, you can do multiple of those at the end of the first round with Saberwolf. I think you can do 5 total. That was kind of cool. He broke it. Alright, he's not cooperating. Let's see if I can put him in the hole. Oh. Wow, I screwed that up, but he's going in. That's probably the hardest stage fatality to land, and for me at least. The placement is a little vague and it's hard to nail it.
Awesome victory.
Alright, we're at Fulgore. That's right, Fulgore, not the boss. Fulgore's stage is awesome too, and so is the music. Like, we actually have reflections down here, real genuine reflections, which, you know, you gotta think video games at those times did not really have stuff like that. I think Riptor's stage in the arcade has a little bit of that effect, but this is definitely a higher end version of it for sure. I keep doing that, and they always screw me on that. Got to keep those combos short at the end. Let me try for a decent Ultra. Oh, I don't have any of the enders, but whatever. I have a couple of them. We'll have some fun here. Not a good Ultra, but I didn't want to risk dropping the combo. That's probably under 40. 37, all right. Here we go, Gargus. Gargus is kind of a lame boss in my opinion compared to Idol, but the good thing is he's not nearly as difficult in my opinion either. I can't cheese him like I can cheese Idol, but he's not nearly as tough. The only thing that's different about him that I actually forgot when I bought this cabinet, I haven't played it in so long, or hadn't really given it much gameplay, is you have to actually knock him in the air before he'll die at the end. He can have no life left, but if you don't do a move that puts him in the air, he will not die. I remember thinking the game was glitching when that happened. I forgot all about it. but not nearly as difficult as you can see. Like I'm just smacking him around like it was nothing. He also gets his life back by doing a laugh move with his wings and all that. We'll just go right into the Ultra. He's done now. He can break the Ultra, but I've never seen him do it. Oh. Killer Instinct has always been huge on their death cinematic. This is actually pretty cool. I've said it before on live streams, but that's the exact same explosion from the Atari, or Area 51 cinematic. Look at that, he has a shadow. It's pretty cool. So Killer Instinct 2 endings give you one stock, like every character has their one full motion video. After that, depending on who you kill throughout the game, you will get different still images with different text. I've never really paid too much attention on like trying to get good endings on this game because it's not KI1 and I just don't put that much effort into it. But I thought that was a very interesting thing they did with KI2. Alright, the music's amazing as always. I'm not going to play the whole thing because this video could get extremely long. So what we're going to do is just go over to my Nintendo 64 with a CRT, and we're going to play KI Gold and kind of look at the different, I guess, differences between KI2 Arcade and KI Gold, which is just essentially KI2 for the Nintendo 64. Look at that. What a crazy intro for a console game. It's actually got a great attract mode overall. Rare did a really great job with it. I remember just letting this kind of play. I would put this on in my room sometimes, even if I wasn't going to play, just because I thought it looked so cool. Such a good representation of the arcade and a really great attract mode, like I said. But anyway, we're not here to watch the attract mode. We are here to play some KI Gold. Unfortunately, I have to play it on at least normal difficulty to show you guys an ending, and I gotta tell you, peek behind the curtain here, this is the second attempt at doing this. My first one was not going well, and I don't know if this is gonna get much better, but we're gonna at least try this. Normal difficulty is ridiculous. Full breakers off. Okay. I don't have a lot of these settings on, I just left a couple of them. Hopefully the camera does not do that weird flicker thing. I've tried to stop it before. Let's look at this. No heads up, just static images, but they have that flip effect to them. It is cool that at least the sprites are large and they do have motion. The announcer is preserved from the arcade. He sounds good. A little muffled maybe, but overall good. I'm hoping I can get through this without cussing too much, or even at all. I'm kidding, but the last one was rough. I got pretty frustrated. So the backgrounds look quite amazing for Nintendo 64. I mean, they really were able to do a lot. I just broke through the wall just like I did on the arcade version, which I thought was really cool. And we have the sparks. The sparks are like the arcade. I mean, it's crazy, and again, makes me sad to think, God, they could have had like proper sparks for KI1, and it would have been so cool. But let's look at them again. Look at that, they even bounce. It's crazy. One odd thing, and I mentioned this when I was playing the arcade version, the blood is totally different. It's nothing like the arcade. It's like they just made an entire new blood system, and maybe they had to hardware-wise, like the 64 didn't just do what they wanted them to do, or what they wanted it to do, I should say. There is an odd zoom effect that happens, which I think is pretty cool. Some people don't like it, though, I've noticed. I'm on the first character here, guys. It's this difficult. I'm trying to knock him off the edge. There we go. Not nearly as cool as the arcade, but it works. And these were... Supreme Victory screens were sadly limited. Huh, excuse me. I don't know why they couldn't have just put like a small cinematic right there, even if it was rendered on the fly. Like Maybe it was something they wanted to do and they couldn't get to time-wise, but I was kind of sad they didn't do that. The same image for every character. You just get their sprite standing in that weird desert-looking thing with a red sky. I don't know. Jeez, I can't get a combo cooking here. Most of my combos are going to have to be very short because this game will not allow much else. And if you play it anything lower than normal, you get no ending at all, so we're going with normal difficulty. Oh, I can still do that. All right. The rain is still here, just like it was in the arcade. Broke it. Trying to do a special move, but I can't remember the move. All right, let's do a fatality. Oh, I bumped the camera. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, no, she blocked my bats. Let's try it one more time. Oh, that didn't count. All right, well, we'll try to do it during a combo then. No or not. We'll just kill her. That's, it's frustrating. Orchid stage came out pretty good. I mean, it's got, at least it's got the helicopter and you can actually hit the blades as we just saw there. That's fun. Feels like it runs a little chunky right here though. Or it's not running very smoothly. Get out of here. I want to try to make her blow up the barrels over here. Ah, I can't stand that about her. You cannot jump over her without her trying to knee attack you. I don't have a fireball, lady. I can't do anything, but sparks look cool. Oh, there they go. It's cool the barrels kind of hang around. All right, let's try this fatality again. Oh, I got her. So yeah, much like the arcade, it's very similar except for the blood. Glacius. I think this is where it got very difficult on my last attempt. Let's hope it doesn't get too obnoxious. Ooh. Man, I'm gonna try using the joystick. I usually use the D-pad, but I'm not very good with the joystick on this one, which is funny because I can't play, normally struggle with game pads on these, and when they finally had a joystick option, I was not very good with it. There we go. That was D-pad, though. I wasn't using the Nintendo stick. I just realized I never had a actual fight stick for the 64. I just never bought one. I think the gamepad was solid with the face buttons for me. It didn't throw me off with having to use bumper buttons like it did on the the SNES, but still the joystick was lacking in my opinion, for me. Whoa. I'm like skirting death right here. No way. Oh, he's not dead yet. All right, now I'm really in trouble. Oh, what the hell? I was blocking. All right, first death. This is going to be the first of many, probably, so strap in. Let's try to stick with Saberwolf for now. If I have to, I might try Glacius. Or I might try Jago, actually. I don't think I'll be that good with Glacius on the gamepad. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping that would have hit him, all of it. I think the blood looks so bizarre on this one. It looks just like someone drew a bunch of drops, and I don't know. Whereas KI Arcade blood was so dynamic. I always thought that was such a cool feature of it. How certain drops would land different ways, and it wasn't all the exact same. It wasn't like just one blood splat like on Mortal Kombat games. Oof. Trying to get this, it's not happening. I'm gonna try again for the other fatality while I can. There it is. Pretty similar to the arcade. And we get the full ultimate combo on the console version. Awesome victory. All right, Jago gave me a hell of a time on the last one, so let's hope I can get through this. He was tough, but look how cool his stage looks. It looks insane. The bridge looks so high quality. It almost looks like HD. It's very interesting. I remember this cartridge felt weightier than the other ones at the time. Like, I felt like there was a lot of game inside of it physically. I've never actually opened a cartridge to see what's inside, but I've seen pictures and stuff, and it just seems like there's... I don't know what's different inside of this one, but it just felt heavier altogether. Like, the whole package, the entire 64 box felt heavier than most. It did come with a poster. It came with all kinds of cool stuff inside, so it just felt like you were actually getting your money's worth. I wish I had wasted that there. I just noticed they took away the grassy areas where the bridge connects, and now it's like a building on this version. Come on, don't fail me now, Jago. Or just let me win, please. What? Whoa, hold on. I tried. I just got him beat. That's all that matters at this point. I was trying for the Ultra so we could see him knock in the water, but the game just doesn't cooperate. Either that or I'm just horrendous at this game and can't improve no matter what I do. I've played a lot of hours of the KI2 arcade cabinet since I bought it, and I just don't seem to improve much. I can learn new characters. I always have the same persistent issues of certain moves just don't feel like they land as they should, and I drop combos a lot because of it. Let's hope whoever dies here lands in the train tracks. And if not, maybe I could pull the video. The last playthrough he actually went in there, so if not, I'll try to overlay the video. Hopefully I remember. C to the O to the MBO. Choo-choo train coming. Oh, I wish that would have knocked him into it right there. We got to get him in the air for this. Oh, he's not dead yet. There he goes. Oh! I wonder why it wasn't in the arcade. So as far as I can think, Fulgore's stage does not have a stage fatality, and neither does TJ's in the arcade. But I believe all the other stages have stage fatalities. Trying to think. Oh no, Glacius. Glacius is another one. So most of the stages, oh, this one I don't know if this has one, and I don't know if I'll be able to find out either. Maybe if I'm editing and remember, I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure you can fall through the little holes on that grate. This one took the most downgrade in my opinion. It looks so amazing on the arcade, and it's just kind of like, on the Nintendo 64, the sky isn't as fancy looking. It had lightning back there. I don't know if anybody saw that. There was some lightning flashing in the sky. Oh, boom! Got him. I hear thunder too. I don't think I ever realized that was thunder until now. Let's try the Ultra. Maybe it'll knock him into the hole. I'm not even going to try for the special ender. Knock him in the air. Uh-oh. Not happening. Too far off. I wonder why they didn't record like an Ultra victory. Something like that. Kermwoo. Her stage has a reflection on the floor too. Holy crap, I never noticed that. I don't think it does in the arcade. But that's so cool they were able to do it on the 64 hardware. Nintendo 64 hardware was actually really interesting. I've gone back and watched a few YouTube videos on people talking about it. It was definitely unique. I love the Nintendo 64. It's one of my favorite consoles. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but for some reason it did it for me. Probably because in my mind, the build-up of it, it's like, this can run Killer Instinct. This must be some amazing hardware. And I think they did some really cool stuff with it. Dang it, I wasn't trying to do that. Let's try for an Ultra, a decent Ultra. We'll see. Oop. Didn't work. No, it never does what I want it to do, but she's going off the edge. Falling down the countryside. That was a better one than the others, in my opinion. What was that Ultra? 34, maybe? Spinal Stage, let's see it. Still pretty epic for a console port. Actually, it looks great. Doesn't look as big, but the skeletons are moving. We can break the boxes. I don't know if we can hit that light, that lantern, though, like in the arcade. Yep, it moves. Nice. I haven't really played this in a very long time, other than for video purposes. Otherwise, I never just sit down and play it because I have the arcade cabinet in here. Let's see if we can send him over the edge. Whoa! Got him. Ooh, that was cool. There was some pretty cool style. Uh-oh, I think I'm dead. Yep. There was some pretty cool style choices made with KI2 that I do like. The ability to do slow motion enders, things like that were cool, but overall I miss, I'm gonna try Jago. I just miss the feel of KI1, the look of KI1. I wish they hadn't gone so far off the path there. Too cartoony, too Street Fighter-y for my opinion. But this is a pretty great port. And it seems to cause confusion because a lot of people commented on my Killer Instinct 1 arcade to Super Nintendo version, and they always think KI Gold is Killer Instinct for the 64. It's like, it is, but it's KI2. It's not the original KI. It's kind of baffling to me that they confuse so many people. But there are a lot of people I'm learning who have never even seen a Killer Instinct arcade machine, which blows my mind. They only ever played the console version, never got to see the arcade. I'm like, you really missed out, man. He is destroying me. Man. Oof. Oh, he just did the Ultra. That's cool. At least we get to see another Ultra. Wow. Well, it sucks that I suck, but at least we got to see an Ultra there. Let's try again. Oh, I get to put my initials in. I don't play this much, like I said, so that must be something I did with him. I am going to try... Who do I want to try? I'll try Glacius, why not? I just learned Glacius recently, in the last year or so on the arcade machine. I've never tried him on Gold, I don't think ever. Oh, yeah, well, there we go. Already broke it. Man, he breaks that every time so far. 2 out of 2 times. Oh, man. All right, I finally got them all. Oh, man, I really want to try the Ultra here, but... Let's see. Oh, not going to get it. All right. Even if I somehow... I doubt I'm going to, but if I somehow make it to Gargus with Glacius, I am going to switch to Saberwolf. I'll let, Gargus beat me, because I want to compare the ending to the arcade, of course. Look at those reflections on the floor. Look at those combo breakers coming in right and left. Oh, there's another one. Look at that. That's one thing that frustrated me about KI2 as well. Like I said, they must have been told to ramp up the difficulty or something. Because... Oh, Sparks, that's so cool. You can't do almost anything in KI2 with the difficulty up without getting a combo breaker done, which makes the game less fun, because to me, part of the fun was learning the combos and getting to show them off. Like, I hardly did a combo. Look at this. I can't do anything. Jeez, thank you. I cannot remember his Ultra all of a sudden. Nope. We're just guessing at this point. I don't think it's the same as KI1, back forward, fierce punch. I could be wrong, though. Glacius is another character that changed so much between 1 and 2 that he was hard to even enjoy, because not only looks-wise, his style changed. It was just nuts. Gargus looks pretty good. He doesn't look quite as big, but he's still bigger than Glacius. Whoa. All right, I was due for a breaker, I'm sure. At least I got one back. I can't believe this. Yeah, okay. I was like, am I just going to beat him right now? Oh, man. Uh-oh, I think I'm dead. Which is okay, though. Let's just let him get me. I wish he would have knocked me off, but... Pretty cool lighting effect there on his chest. It was, like, right there. I don't think these are real lighting effects. I think I mentioned that. I can't remember if I mentioned it already. I think I mentioned on the arcade. There's no way they had the ability to actually make things react to light. I think they just knew where they should react, so they would make the sprite react, which I thought was interesting. Very attention to detail. Oh, air combo. Very attention to detail style of Rare. They were always really good at that stuff. Make the most of the hardware. Use tricks to make the game look better, even if it wasn't doing anything super fancy at the time, technically. Now he's going, hopefully he's almost done. We'll see. I don't want to get cocky. I just started getting way too cocky there. Ah. I knew I couldn't make it the whole way. Maybe I'll try to end him with an Ultra like I did on the arcade. He's not quite in Ultra territory. There we go. Wow, that's a good combo. Oh boy. I think he just got me again. All right. They kind of did the thing that I've said before I hate when a developer makes the console version so difficult. It doesn't matter. They've already got your money. Make it fun, not difficult. But maybe some people, difficult is fun. I just remember being frustrated by some of these games. I was going for the ender already. I'm not breaking anything either. What? I wasn't even doing a combo anymore. I was done. There we go. All right. Time to focus. I can never consistently nail this super backflip kick thing. But just trying seems to be working. There he goes. He's done. And that actually looked like the arcade right there. That was cool. That was underwhelming compared to the arcade, but what are you gonna do? They can't do a full motion video. Let's see our ending. That was pretty cool. And they won't show me anymore because they want me to torture myself with a hard difficulty. That's about as far as I'm willing to go as far as this goes. But again, why couldn't they have done for like a Supreme Victory? They could have probably made the game do something similar to the ending, where the camera just moves quickly and you see him howling or something. It didn't have to be like some long, specially rendered thing. I kind of wish they were able to do that. I think that alone would have really sent this to be like, this is amazing. But instead we got kind of like the simple, everybody's going to get the same awesome victory pose. Not that big of a deal. Overall, I think this was a really, really well done port. And again, I've said it many times throughout this, but it still makes me so sad we couldn't have seen what KI1 would have looked like on this hardware. So somebody be my hero and make a KI1 that runs on 64 hardware. I'd appreciate it. Send it to me. I'll do a video on it, of course. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. Did Killer Instinct did Killer Instinct Gold for the Nintendo 64 live up to your expectations? Again, I personally think it's about as good as we could have hoped for. There's a few minor nitpicky things like I mentioned, but I remember being pretty blown away by this port. So it gets an A+ for me. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I've done several of these. I'm going to continue doing this style of video, but for the most part, this is an arcade channel, and I try to stick to arcade-related content, even if it's just showing console versions of games too. Those seem to be some of those popular things I'm doing lately. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.